Hello everybody, this is Rydo and we are playing more Hearthstone. In the last recording we made quick work um, of 2 quests, and we only have 1 quest now that we're going to be working on. Win 5 games between Hunter and Mage. If you are smart, or not smart but observant, you'll notice on the clock that it has been probably a minute since the last recording, and I just am trying to pick up episodes more on Hearthstone. We went about 37 minutes doing 3 games on the last recording. 3 games I think is the right number. We may go to 5 games if we get 3 wins in a row, but maybe not. Maybe we'll just do a hard 3. We played as the Hunter and lost. Now we play as the Mage and probably will still lose. Still reasons to play as ranked. There's no reason to ever play as casual. Could have taken an hour break in between recordings. Maybe that'll be a smarter move in the future. First move on these things, get rid of this dumb thing. Well, I do have to pick cards first. I have to actually play the card game before I get rid of the dumb kite. After the new expansion comes out, I'll probably dedicate an entire episode just to looking over the custom decks. I haven't shown you what's actually in my deck, my custom decks. You've seen me play with them, but you haven't seen the entire layout. I did not do anything on the first turn because I desperately want this spell guy out. So I'm going to use the... I do want the spell guy out, but I want the mirror enemy secret out first.
Job's done.
Maybe they'll play something with a spell plus their mage creature too. Have Starlog here, can get that out on turn 5. As long as he doesn't summon something, he can't do anything.
I am master of magic.
Job's done.
Lots and lots of stuff. If I can get another spell guy out, that would be great.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Oh, great.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Exactly what I was hoping for. This guy's a little too powerful at the moment. Let's see. Deal 5 damage to a creature and freeze it.
Crush. No.
So we're gonna do 5 damage attacking, and then we're gonna do 5 damage here to the face.
Job's done.
Play that exact same card a second time, do 5 more damage. Devastate him. He's down to 15. This is turn 4. Some of this was luckiness. Getting this creature was luckiness, but a lot of this is just having good cards, having them balanced in a good deck. Could do 3 damage to all enemy minions. Not gonna kill that guy. We'll bring out this guy next turn. We don't have any spells right now. We used them. Well, we do have this spell. So bringing this guy out will do 4 damage. Still not enough to kill him. Hopefully he'll think Starlog's a big enough contender that he'll try and freeze him and get rid of him. Otherwise there's 6 damage.
Class.
The 7-4 scares a lot of people.
I am ready to learn.
I don't understand why he's freezing this guy. Alright, so freezing 2 of my guys, I'm down to 2 damage. Let's see. 3 damage will do this.
Handle it!
So this will do 4
Vaporization
damage.
commencing.
Get him down to
Job's
6.
done.
Certainly it's not going to be able to kill me. Almost completely have this game in the bag.
I am ready to learn.
That's going to make it a little bit more difficult, but not by a ton. I'm just going to throw this guy out and work my way. We're going to do a little face race here. 5 turns, just doing 1 damage to the face is going to get me the victory. In 5 turns, can
Sometimes
he do 25 damage? Probably not.
I am ready to learn.
Notice that this one does not lose health every time it summons one of those.
Are you ready for this?
One of these Violet Princesses.
Job's done.
He's down to 1.
Well
Can
played.
he beat me in this next turn? He's got 6 here. If he can get 11 damage, he will win. You could do 11. I mean, he's got 1 that's a plus. No, none of them are +1 spell damage anymore. The Ancient Mage, I got rid of those.
I am ready to learn.
If I had more reason to or more time, I would
I am ready to
kill
learn.
this guy. But I mean, all it's doing is filling up her thing with things you can't attack. Oh, I said that the spell had to use attack taunt. It doesn't. Game over.
Well played.
Another great example of having all of the characters does not fix the game for you sometimes. I had no characters, I still won. That was a good victory. We're just gonna swing right back to the hunter. We'll see. Have a lot more victories with the mage than I do the hunter. About 10 times as many victories with the mage. Now I played with the mage a lot more than the hunter too. It's gonna take a really long time if you don't focus on one character to get them up to 500 ranked wins. Now, once I get the mage up to 500 ranked wins and level 60 max
You asked
level,
for it.
Let's go.
is there a great reason to play as the mage? No. So you kind of retire at that point. You're just like, well, until they raise the level cap, there's no reason to play as the mage. It's time to play as some other character. And that's what I'll certainly do. Until they raise the level cap, I'll retire the mage, except for when a quest demands it. And we'll play as other characters. I'll gain tons more experiences playing as those characters. I think in the tutorial you play as the mage, no questions asked. There's a small tutorial that you see when you very first time you play, and then you never get to see it again, which kind of stinks. I'd want to go back and see that at some point. Well, what do I want to do? I think I just want to play that same. Nope. I used the coin in it wrongly. I was going to use this to make that 1 and then do that, but like I was saying last time, you can ignore this guy 2 attacks.
Put this apple on your head.
In fact, very much I might just Deal 2 damage. Don't let this guy around. Keep this card in reserve. Summon this guy. Let him do another attack. If I don't have a better option, well, I guess I should have used this. I was gonna use that guy to kill this guy after I
We must
used
cleanse
that,
the
but I wanted to
Sunwell.
hold this card in case I needed some other use for it. Throw the taunt out here. Again, not a great reason to use this card. So, 3 damage here. If I can kill him the next turn, he has actually done no damage whatsoever. Because I'll just get the 5 back and go right back to 30. I was gonna check to see if,
To my side.
I was gonna check to see if you started at 30, if that was a white color or red color. Maybe I'll get to see that this turn, this game. Maybe I'll get to see it next game. Excuse me as I'm turning off a light. We're getting into the midday heat. It's not super hot at this season. It's still winter for the most part, but I do have the heater in my house turned very high. Well, I guess that's the best I could do. 3 damage. Okay, white color. So it is, 30 is white. I don't believe it can ever go green on the hero's face. I don't think you can get your health to go positive on the hero. There are on Nexramas some people that don't have just 30 health. They have much higher. But see, deal 2 damage. I could do that. Summon a random beast.
To my side.
Here's a 6/7. He's a good one to use this item
Job's
on.
done.
Now if he attacks anything, he'll definitely die. If this guy attacks anything, he'll die. He won't die if he attacks this. But he will die if he attacks this. And he will die if he attacks this. He will die if he attacks this. And so on and so on.
Some still
Of course, the spider wants to die because having 2 1/1 spiders is actually better than having 1 2/1 spider. Three, 5. Let's see. Well, I can attack here and get him down to 3. I can attack here and get him down.
Job's done.
And then probably gonna die. That was probably a dumb move. Anything can kill this guy now. And this guy can kill this guy. This guy can kill him. Be nice if I had a spell that did like 1 damage or 2 damage to everybody. I don't know if I do in a hunter deck though. He's full up on deck with these 1/1 spiders. He actually has very low creatures for when you consider all that. Let's go ahead and use this charge guy. Get rid of this guy. So here's another 1/2. Let's go ahead and save that. Let's see. Put this guy out first. He'll have charge. He attacks here. If he attacks here.
Job done.
He only has 1 more card in his hand. Let's see what it is. If I can exhaust his hand, get rid of these 2 guys, it'll take him quite a while to get me down to 0 at the very least. Draw on 2 cards.
Put this apple on your head.
When an enemy attacks, return it to the hand that costs 2 more. Let's see. Can get rid of this guy. He's a pretty annoying guy. Can do 2 damage.
Job done.
Hopefully this guy or this guy will attack first. Maybe this guy. Send him back to the hand, make him cost more. Almost all the secrets for the hunter are either flaming trap or freezing trap.
We
There's
must
probably a
cleanse
couple
the sun
more,
well.
yes, but I don't think they're very good. Great cards to send back to the hand. He won't have that +1/+1, and he's gonna cost 2 more. Although he probably was a 0 mana because he was special. That character was special summoned by another character. So interestingly, Hearthstone just has an internal mana cost for that card that you probably won't ever see unless something that's special summoned gets sent back to the hand. A lot of times it's 0, sometimes it's 1. And just like that, we lost again. Very possible we'll just see wins on the mage and losses on the hunter. Just want to balance everything out. This will probably be the last game for this recording. I'm gonna want to get feedback. I always want to give feedback.
I will fight
But
with honor.
You asked
about
for it.
this new limit or length of these recordings. Doing 3 games hard is feeling like it's going to be just around 45 minutes. So maybe that'll be more appealing to people. Maybe
Well
it won't.
met.
There is certainly a feeling I feel on this side about how I don't really get into the groove of a game until probably close to 30 minutes of playing at least. So these last 2 recordings that I've done back to back, it's just been talking about the gameplay, just been talking about
Reporting
Hearthstone.
for duty.
That's fine if that's all that Hearthstone's gonna be. also recording in the morning, so maybe that's part of the why I'm not fully awake and uh, contributing as much as I usually probably would, as far as just random conversation.
Handle it!
But that's alright. We'll save all that for the late night recordings, which are Isaac at the moment, and for the foreseeable future. We always have that dangerous bridge to cross where if I get bored of Hearthstone, if I get bored of Isaac, I'm either going to have to decide a new game, or I'm going to make the other decision to just not record for a while. We're not anywhere close to that now. That could be months, that could be a year or two from now. It is feasible we play Hearthstone for a year straight. It is feasible we play Isaac for a year straight. There's enough game in both of them to do that. That's why I like these games. That's why I picked these games. But at some point in the distant future, I might get tired of it. Something else might happen.
Very hard.
And we might come to a situation where we cut back on recordings. It might come to a situation where it's on hiatus. I could certainly, if I had enough free time to still mess with the channel but not record, I could republish or re-promote the same videos and do reruns. I don't see lots of reasons to do that because the videos are already there. This is not like TV where if you didn't see it the first time, you can't see it again until there's like a DVD being sold of it. What was that? When an opponent plays a card, reduce its health to 1. Well, he was a 1/1 anyways. So, Wisp, good card to play when there's that secret. Yeah, I don't see a lot of ways that it would be useful to do reruns. I don't know exactly how I would do that and make it any different content versus just the what's already there. If you want to see reruns, if you want to go back and watch the videos, as long as they're on YouTube, that is an option always to you. If you want to get really far behind of the recording date, that's fine too, because there's very little that's happening here that is going to be relative to what's happening at the time. So watching me play the game today is almost the exact same thing as watching me play the game 6 months from now.
Let me think.
If some big world-changing event happens, I'm probably the last person to even know if a big world-changing event happened. I tend to shy away from all news. Definitely don't watch any local news. Definitely don't watch any national news. I do on occasion look at the what's it called? The Newswire, the main Associated Press, that's what it's called. I do occasionally look at the Associated Press's Newswire and all that, but
Are you ready for this?
mostly don't look at anything. If aliens invaded yesterday and took over the planet, and there are just a bunch of aliens watching this video now, well, I welcome our new overlords. Thank you for freeing this planet from its evil dictators, and I look forward to working with you in the future. However, if it was robots that took over, well then I welcome our new metallic overlords, and I look forward to working with you. What can I say? I'm a conformist. It's a little jarring when you scroll over here. It just grays everything out, makes the volume quiet. Wish they could do more with the log. I wish you could go back after a game and look at the log. Really study it. If they could just record all of the events. They don't have to record the timing of the events. So it would be, from my perspective, a very small amount of space to just have a recording of what cards were played and play back that recording. And that would be a really nice feature, actually, if you just go back and relive your glory of playing this game. Alright, that one was eye for an eye.
Hit it very hard.
Let's see what this one is. Well, it's not something that's triggered by attacking in the face, or attacking in general. It's probably some kind of immunity thing that will run into next turn. So I say he has 2 turns left. He's gonna be frozen with this guy who could have been a problem, but isn't gonna be. Because he's frozen this turn. I'm gonna freeze him next turn. He's got 9 health. I can do 14 health damage with these characters at the moment.
For duty.
He's probably gonna... No, can't even attack with that guy. So, freeze all enemies. We know that secret doesn't stop... doesn't stop that. So, attack here. What I want to do is get him down as low as possible, and then push him over the edge. So that's as low as possible as I can attack now. One more attack does win the game for me. Okay, so that was 2 wins in 3 games. I guess we're gonna call it quits. I still feel like playing, so I'm gonna cut the episodes up like this. This is a new experiment, and I'll need feedback and see if people like it like this. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. There will be another episode posted tomorrow. it will be just a few minutes from now, and 3 more games. Thanks, and goodbye.